Hey there, fellas. Right here I've got a glue gun, which you of course fill up with HMA, which we have a good half a ton of. And the goal is to use all of it by the end of this episode. Let's go. This sort of glue gun is a popular appliance. Lots of people use them as they were intended to be used. But even in the instructions, there's a clause saying that you can also use it to make works of art. Like a sort of 3D printing device, to make all sorts of trinkets and so on. But since we have so much of it, let's make us a car out of molten adhesive. Let's get stuck right into it. So regular glue guns use these sorts of rods, but we'll be using HMA in the form of pellets, meaning we need to set up a special glue gun to melt these, and to somehow apply the glue. Don't know yet what we're using, but let's figure it out. As for what we'll be making the thing out of, well, we have a reservoir, a pipe that we're going to fill with the pellets. Of course, we're going to have to melt them, which we'll do with these lovely thermal attachments. They'll get everything up to really high temperature, and in order to prevent overheating of the material, we'll be using this dimmer. It'll allow adjusting the voltage, and by extension modulating the temperature. We need to set up some kind of cone to feed the glue, but we'll figure that out as we go. Right, we fitted a cone-shaped nozzle to the thing. Now we just need to weld it up. We've sorted the basics, and now we are well on our way towards finalizing this gun. Let's carry on. Check this out. Here we have the pipe with the cone welded to it, with a tiny hole in it. 3 heaters in a row, the dimmer controller and so on. Now we just go ahead and plug this into a power outlet. And it'll probably be a good idea to test this homemade glue gun of ours and see how it works. Let's go. It has plenty of volume. Look at how much is going in. And now let's turn it on and try it out. A couple of minutes have gone by and things are happening. And that is quite a thin stream. Take a look at that. We seem to be looking pretty good. And as such, well, here we have the foundation. That'll become our shell. That's what we'll be applying the glue to. This will be our starting point. In some spots this is wider, so that the glue has enough room to stick. I think we'll make ourselves a wonderful car out of snot. Right? This is the result of early testing. We are making some progress. The glue is keeping it together, and already it's clear that from here things will get interesting. Let's carry on. Day 1. Okay guys, the shell is slowly getting taller. But this has been a very slow process. It's actually taken us a good 3 days to make this thin piece right here. So it is a slow process, but we're not going to give up. We'll see this through to the end. This has been a super tedious process. Has it been over a month? We're in month 2, and why stand when you can sit down? But this is what's going on, and you'll notice that the stiffness is not great. And so we had to build in some additional reinforcement to keep this from moving around like jelly. So far it's been going well, and we are not quitting. Sure, I'm hearing such comments every day in this room, but let's carry on. We've expended a couple of sacks of glue, but we still have plenty of it left. Anyway, let's continue creating this snot art. We are now preparing to make the hood, and to keep the glue from immediately getting melted by the heat from the engine, we are making a sort of frame out of leftover scrap metal. To make a hood as closely resembling one for a Neve as we can, we are using a stock hood as the mold. Just like with the wheels, cover in soap, and pour the molten glue right onto it. The reason we're doing it this way, well, honestly, we're all tired at this point. We've been at this for over 3 months, and we are just sick and tired of these flipping glue guns. Someone suggested we just cast it, and, okay, sure. Check this out, guys. After a mere 4 months have transpired, yeah, I mean, this wasn't easy. But the glue car is finally complete. It is looking good, the door is open and shut. The whole thing is made out of HMA. This is lovely, it's nice and soft. We've got some great weather, the sun isn't out. Everything is good. And now I suggest we go for a drive. Yeah, let's head out. Alright, so I've left the pavement and made it to a gravel road. The surface here is gravel, road is definitely not paved. But what can I tell you? Even on a road like this, I mean, I do hear some funny noises. The dashboard is making a noise. But otherwise, it's not really all that chattery, which is quite nice. That said, gravel is great and all, but we should try going even deeper. Now that's more like it. Very nice. And it feels nice and fresh inside the cabin. The air coming in, there's grass all around. It is just so nice. Nothing getting in the way, terrific. And most importantly, this isn't making too many weird noises. This is so cool. So it doesn't just look nice, it's actually practical. The car is nice and light, it drives well. We have it in rear-wheel drive mode and it is happy to do a drift. To rip some donuts. The wheels spinning and everything. And it's quite happy to move over this type of surface as well. Instead of getting stuck, it just scoots along. This right here is almost a buggy I'm rocking. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'd even go so far as to say it's an excellent idea. Look at it go. Yeah, this is better than not bad. This is terrific. What? Why didn't we install a windscreen? Okay guys, so at the end of the day, this was grand. The body panels are soft and can take punishment, and even though they were moving around, there wasn't any chatter, nothing like that. Also, these are not gonna rust, the car is now light, and it moves around with aplomb. This thing is really neat, and practical. I'd say this has 107% been a success. Once again, we've tested our own patience, it's there. And you saw it all for yourselves, that's it for this video. Catch you guys later.